Hi everyone, I'm Justin Bartel, lead astronomer here at the Science Museum of Virginia, and I'm here to count down my top 5 space stories from 2023. Let's start with number 5, the gas giant moon race. The solar system is our cosmic neighborhood, containing the star and planets we humans are most familiar with. It can be a little surprising, shocking even, when astronomers ask us to change our mental map of our surroundings. 2023 gave us an opportunity to shift our thinking about moons. More than a dozen additional moons of Jupiter were revealed, bringing that planet's total up to 95, and an astounding 63 new moons were found orbiting Saturn, bringing its total up to 146. At a certain point, probably before the numbers get as big as they are, it becomes less important to memorize the number of moons each planet has, and more interesting to look at the populations as a whole to gain insight into how worlds large and small have formed, interacted, and evolved over the history of the solar system. Number 4, Jupiter's artificial satellites. Among Jupiter's nearly 100 moons, there are a few standouts that have become targets for our robotic spacecraft. In recent months, the Juno spacecraft has enjoyed close encounters with the volcanic moon Io, giving us clearer views of its surface than we've seen in roughly 2 decades. The penultimate day of 2023 will bring one of Juno's closest flybys of this dynamic world, and a similar pass is scheduled for February of 2024. Meanwhile, Europa, Ganymede, and Callisto are getting ready for close-ups of their own with this year's launch of the Jupiter Icy Moons Explorer, or JUICE. It's just 8 months into an 8-year cruise to Jupiter, but it will be worth the wait. JUICE will conduct 35 flybys of the icy Galilean moons before settling into orbit around Ganymede in 2034. Number 3. Almost eclipsed. There was a solar eclipse on October 14th, and for some lucky viewers across the southwestern US and parts of Central and South America, it was an annular eclipse. The moon moved entirely in front of the sun, but it was a little too far away to completely block out our star. The result was a glowing ring of fire that dazzled spectators. Here in Central Virginia, October 14th was a cloudy, rainy day, and so our chance to see a partial solar eclipse was washed out. But there's a silver lining. Another eclipse is just around the corner on April 8th, 2024. This one will also be a partial eclipse if viewed from Virginia, but if you're able to travel, you can witness a total solar eclipse, weather permitting. Number 2, million-mile views. In 2023, we were treated to numerous spectacular views of the universe thanks to telescopes stationed a million miles away. In July, the James Webb Space Telescope marked the end of its first full year of science operations. It's already delivering on several of its lofty goals, setting new records for the oldest galaxies observed, measuring the properties of the oldest single star we can see, and scrutinizing exoplanets in greater detail than was possible before. Also in July, a new space telescope named Euclid was launched. Its first full-color images were released in November as it prepares to create a huge 3-dimensional map of the universe, helping astronomers answer questions about dark matter and dark energy. Number 1. Asteroid Autumn. Asteroids could have taken 3 spots in the countdown as 3 NASA missions accomplished significant milestones over the course of just 2 months. First, on September 24th, the OSIRIS-REx mission reached its conclusion. Launched back in 2016, the spacecraft visited the near-Earth asteroid Bennu to study, map, and collect a sample of pristine material from its surface. When OSIRIS-REx flew by the Earth this year, the sample canister was jettisoned and it landed in northern Utah. Now, pieces of Bennu will be studied by scientists around the world, and some will even be on public display. Next, on October 13th, the Psyche spacecraft launched on its mission to explore an asteroid of the same name. Asteroid Psyche is thought to be largely metallic, iron and nickel, unlike any world we've ever seen up close. Could Psyche be the exposed core of an ancient protoplanet? Will predictions of extinct metal volcanoes prove true? We'll start to answer those questions when the spacecraft arrives in 2029. Finally, on November 1st, the Lucy spacecraft approached an asteroid named Dinkinesh and found a surprise. It isn't one asteroid, but 2. As more images were transmitted to Earth, the newly found moon revealed another surprise. It used to be 2 objects that have merged to form a contact binary. Such melded objects aren't unusual, but we've never seen one in orbit around a larger asteroid before. Asteroid Autumn and our countdown ends with this discovery of an unexpected arrangement of worlds. Before I go, a quick honorable mention. Back in April, the crew of NASA's Artemis II mission was announced. If the current schedule holds and they launch next November, their flight around the moon is sure to be one of the top stories of 2024. In other Artemis news, the initial test flights of SpaceX's Starship vehicle show that progress is being made towards a working lunar lander for Artemis 3. These small steps taken in 2023 show that the next giant leap in human spaceflight may be just over the horizon. That and much more will be happening in 2024, so stop by the Science Museum and visit us in the Dome to follow along.